We probably don't need to tell you that Britney Spears has been in the news quite a lot in recent months. And we probably don't need to tell you that most of the coverage has been quite troubling. Spears is embroiled in a legal battle against her own father, and the stakes couldn't be higher. For most of her adult life, Britney's every action has been controlled by a conservatorship that's overseen by her dad, Jamie Spears. Fans have recognized the situation as a crisis for several years now, but only recently did the scandalous situation start making news in the mainstream media. Britney's testimony at a recent hearing in which she detailed the many cruel and degrading details of her conservatorship rallied millions to her cause and led to an increase in demands for the conservatorship to be lifted. Unfortunately, thus far, those demands have fallen on deaf ears. Weeks after a recording of Britney's testimony went public, there have been no changes in the terms of her conservatorship. But fortunately, Brit has a powerful ally in her corner in the form of Jody Montgomery, her personal conservator, who is technically employed by Jamie Spears. Despite the nature of their professional relationship, however, Jody has been quite critical of Jamie in recent weeks. In court documents filed last week and obtained by People magazine, Montgomery openly condemns Jamie and his attempts to blame her for Britney's unhappiness. It is ironic that Mr. Spears now wants the conservatorship to reflect her wishes, since it is no secret that Ms. Spears has wished her father out of her life for years, she wrote. She also blasted Jamie for spending more than $2 million of his daughter's money in his current court battle. Yes, Britney is in the unfortunate position of being forced to pay for her own legal representation, as well as her father's. Her legal team is representing Montgomery as well, and that's not the only way in which Britney's coffers are being drained dry. In another recent filing, Jamie fought back against Montgomery's request for a round-the-clock private security detail that would be paid for by Britney. According to Jamie's lawyers, he objects to Ms. Montgomery's request for 24/7 live security services for herself at a cost of over $50,000 per month to the conservatorship estate for an indefinite period of time. Jamie admits that there's been a tremendous amount dangerous rhetoric surrounding Britney's case, and he says is very concerned about the possibility that the situation might erupt into violence. He also feels there has been an increasing number of threatening communications and social media posts towards several people involved in Britney's current legal battle. Despite that, Jamie feels that Montgomery has not provided sufficient detail, specific facts, or special circumstances to justify such an expense. The situation has called attention to the fact that Britney is currently hemorrhaging money, with no end in sight. Obviously, she's built up a sizable fortune over the years, but it won't last her forever. Jamie and Jody are just two of the many people who have been living on Britney's dime for several years. Add to that the fact that Britney has retired from music and does not currently plan on performing again, and you can see why there might be cause for concern. We hope that the judge in Britney's case will find in her favor, but we also hope that the matter will be resolved quickly for the sake of her finances.